Hi, my name is Loren Mulcahy. I'm going to be attending Escoffier. Today I'll be making a heaven and hell cake, which gets its name from layers of angel food cake and devil's food cake. The layers will have peanut butter mousse between them, and the entire cake will be frosted with a chocolate ganache. I have modified the original recipe so it's completely gluten-free. I'm going to begin by washing my hands and preparing the ganache. The ganache is a mixture of milk chocolate and heavy whipping cream. So I just finished chopping the 2 pounds of milk chocolate. Now I'm going to bring a cup and a half of heavy whipping cream to a boil. When that's done boiling, I'm going to pour it over the milk chocolate and let that sit and melt for 5 minutes. Now I'm going to make the heaven portion of the cake, which is the angel food cake. I replaced the all-purpose flour with a gluten-free flour blend. With all gluten-free baking, you have to use xanthan gum to avoid crumble and add lift. So now I'm going to sift together the cup of flour, cup and a half of powdered sugar, and the 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Next up is to beat a cup and a half of egg whites along with a teaspoon of cream of tartar and 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of white sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon almond extract to the egg whites. So I beat the egg mixture until stiff peaks formed, and now I'm going to fold in half of the flour mixture. When you are folding in anything, you have to be very careful to get everything from the sides to the bottom of the bowl completely mixed in. Now when this is all completely mixed, folded, I'm going to add the other half in as well. The reason why I'm folding it is so it doesn't go flat, loses its texture. You want your angel food cake to be as fluffy as possible. When I'm done folding, I'm going to pour the cake batter into 2 prepared cake pans that were prepared with non-stick cooking spray and gluten-free flour blend. I have preheated the oven to 325 and I have to bake the cakes for 45 to 50 minutes until the top of the cake spring backs when touched. Now they're nice and little. Now into the oven they go. Now for the peanut butter mousse, I'm going to beat together the 12 ounces of cream cheese, 1 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, and the 2 cups peanut butter. So now the peanut butter mixture is mixed together well, I'm going to beat the cream to a whip. I'm going to fold the cream into the peanut butter mixture. So now that the peanut butter mousse is all folded up, I'm going to cover it and refrigerate it until we need it. Now I'm ready to start the hell portion of the cake. I'm going to begin by creaming together 1/4 cup of shortening, 2 eggs, a teaspoon and a half of vanilla, and a cup and a half of sugar. Next step is to mix together the 1.5 cup flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon kosher salt, 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, and the 1/4 xanthan gum. In this bowl, I have measured out half a cup of cocoa powder, I'm going to whisk in a cup of coffee. So now that the cocoa is mixed well with the coffee, I'm going to add the 3 mixtures, the coffee mixture, the flour mixture, and the shortening mixture all together. To make sure that it is blended well, I am going to do it in parts. Now they are ready to be put into the oven. So the cakes have been baked, they've been cooled, they've been cut in half. I'm going to alternate the layers of cake with peanut butter mousse between them. So now that the cake is assembled, I'm going to put it in the freezer to freeze for 2 hours. When it's done freezing, I'm going to trim off the edges and I'm going to frost it with the ganache. Now that the cake is frozen, I'm going to trim off the edges until it's smooth with a very sharp knife. I'm going to frost it with the ganache. Now it's ready for the ganache. So now I'm ready to begin plating. I melted some of the ganache that I'm going to drizzle over the plate, and I reserved some chopped milk chocolate that I'm going to sprinkle over it.